Welcome to Mission National Speedway. I'm Keselowski.
Hello.
I drive the two blue car that a lot of you guys are wearing on the shirts, in case you're wondering. It's also Team Penske Miller Lite. But we're glad to have you here. Welcome to the LTI Suite. Got a good spot to watch the race from. I came up here last race. Who always here for the last race? So most everybody, a few new people. So I'll try to say something different. But we're glad you're here. Now last spring when I was here, our pit box was, I think it was somewhere in this area, which isn't good. That means I was slow. This week, or this race, we're really fast, so we're all the way at the end. So I'll drive by and wait. But you've got a great view for the race, of course, and it's air conditioned, which is good. It's going to be a really hot day, with plenty of food and stuff, and so I'm a little jealous. Inside the race car today, it'll be about 30 to 40 degrees hotter than it is outside, so that's why I'm carrying around a water bottle. It'll be a long, hot day, but hopefully a good one. Like I said, we've had a lot of speed since we've been here this weekend, and we're thrilled about that. We're not sure exactly how it's going to play out, but I'm a little anxious to get going, as you can probably tell. This is my home track. I'm from Rochester Hills, which is about 20-30 minutes north of Detroit. If anyone's ever been in that area. And so this is my home track. And home tracks are really special because, as you can imagine, you get a lot of family and friends. So got a large group of them here today. My mom's here and some cousins I don't know. And some people I graduated high school with I never met. But so I want to make those people proud. And I think we got a great shot. So I'm ready to go. You guys ready to go? Yeah. Good. So, like I said, this one should open up if anybody's got any questions.
How old's your little girl?
She's 2 years old.
What's her name?
Her name is Scarlett.
Oh,
Yeah, she's really precious. So, my mother-in-law and father-in-law are here, so they're babysitting her. So I got a full night's sleep last night. That felt really good. Really good, I can tell you that. But so yeah, they're here and they're out playing in the playground. So that's all she wants to do. But yeah, she's very precious. They got just like her mom. So. So, yes, sir.
Bottom line, what's it like going 200 miles an hour?
All right, so the first time I came here, the track had much older pavement, and which meant it had less grip. And then they repaved this track in 2012, and we came back here, and it used to be we run like 205 mile an hour here, and it felt fast. Then we came back, it felt fast. Then we came back and they repaved it, and we started going like 215, 220, and we said, now it feels ridiculously fast. And that hasn't changed. So the first few times we came here, the cars had bigger rear spoilers on them, and they felt pretty fast, but they were fairly under control. And then the last few times we've come here, the spoiler has gotten a little smaller, and a little smaller, and a little smaller. And that spoiler really is what makes you feel comfortable in the car. It adds some rear grip to the car, makes it drive a little smoother, holds it down. So as we've come here the last year or so, and the cars have had a smaller spoiler, it's feeling faster and faster. This is a very tough track to get around because the speeds here are higher than any other track we go to. The cars are really dancing around. When you get behind another car, it's like driving behind a semi. You know, you ever drove behind a semi and you move all around? Doing that at 55, 65 mile an hour is a little uncomfortable. Doing it at like 215, 220, very uncomfortable. So it's really interesting. The fastest part on the racetrack is obviously the end of the straightaways. We topped out, I think, at 219 in qualifying. Today you'll have the draft, some other things, but the speeds will probably be about 216, 217 roughly, top speeds. Right here when they come by, they're only going about 195. So, but when they get to the end, so it's fast. you've never seen a race before, you have a great spot to really see and feel the speed there. I don't know if that was a great answer.
It was a good answer.
You know, speed is really relative because when you're a kid and you get on a bicycle, it feels really fast the first few times you ride it because you're not in control, you're just learning how to ride. And then when you get, older and learn how to ride a bicycle, you ride it full steam and it doesn't feel that fast. And race cars are the same. When the cars are under control, they don't feel that fast. Unfortunately, they're very rarely under control. So, it's good. It's actually right. I have taken a two-seater out here before, and I had this one guy that wanted to ride it, and he got a little mouthy about not being scared. And, that's not a good thing. So he's probably the first and only person to go around Michigan National Speedway at over 200 mile an hour in a two-seater. He got a really good ride. I wouldn't have wrote me in that. When I was a kid, my hero was this guy named Kyle Petty. So his dad, Richard Petty, won a bunch of races, but Kyle drove this car and it was black and green, and there was a movie that came out that had the same car in it, and so as a kid I always thought it was the same guy from the movie. But over time I started to realize it wasn't the same car from the movie. And I just liked him because he had really long hair and he was a cool dude. Yeah. But his name was Kyle Petty. He's still around. In fact, he'll be sitting in that booth right there. You probably see it. That's the pre-show for the race, and so that you can kind of see on the side here where they actually sit and the cameras go. But so he'll be one of the commentators in the booth. But yeah, he was my favorite driver when I was growing up. He didn't win a lot of races, so I still get on about that one race. But he was a cool dude. Yeah, still is. Yes, sir. That's okay.
I'm a fan of Jimmy. Been one for
You know my dad's a Jimmy Johnson.
I don't feel so bad. I mean, you're right. You're always up on, it's either him or you. When you come down to it.
Jimmy's had a lot of success. He's won 7 championships, which is the most of anyone actively driving. He's been full-time in the series since 2002, so I think after this year, he'll be the longest active running driver. I think you understand that, right?
It's 8 champions.
Yeah, the longest, concurrently. There's drivers that maybe have run 1 or 2 here and there, but he's run every season since 2002, and Dale Jr. is retiring this year, so he's the last. And I think Matt Kenseth's going to retire. So those two are the
Think he's
two.
going to retire?
I think so.
Higgins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the They're all starting to come alive. It's so nice.
You work?
Yes, make that quick because
I didn't see what it was, darling.
They make that call.
Navy parachute team, the Leapfrogs.
Somewhere. There he is.
Come on. I think today's winner is going to be in a Toyota. How about a Ford? And who thinks the checkered flag is going to wave for a Chevrolet? Well, there they are, race fans, and let's give a big round of applause for our Team Fast Tracks. All right, fans, now's your chance to go to mrn.com/vote to let mrn.com/vote and register your choice of the three manufacturers in competition here this afternoon.
What are you gonna eat? You don't know. That's mine.
Race fans, we are getting closer to the race, and it's a special race for one driver in particular, Dale Earnhardt Jr., his final start here. If you want to see a little bit of excitement out of these drivers today, especially Dale Earnhardt Jr., make some...
All right, we're going to send it back down to Daryl and check in with him one more time on the grid.
Well, Joey Logano, we're here. And this is turning into a little bit of a pressure situation, and it shouldn't. I don't even know what encumbered means, and until I know what it means, I'm not going to believe in it. How are you feeling about this situation? Obviously, this is an important race.
it is an important race.
How quick it can go
Joey
down.
Logano, winner at New Hampshire, youngest Sprint Cup winner ever. Logano muscled his way to the point, and he's about to take a trip to Gatorade Victory Lane here in Richmond. Middletown, Connecticut's Joey Logano wins the Daytona 500.
Stress relief she's been for
For some Joey Logano fans, I have a feeling they are going to be very happy if he parks it down at Gatorade Victory Lane here this afternoon. You know, he has to do it if he wants to lock himself in to the NASCAR playoffs that win earlier this season down at Richmond and Comfort. So he has not been locked in. We're going to send it back downstairs. Never mind, we'll keep it up here. His teammate, pole sitter Brad Keselowski, already locked in to the NASCAR playoffs, but he is looking for career win number 1 here in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Can Brad Keselowski? 200 total laps, that's 400 miles around the 2-mile Michigan International Speedway. We've got 3 stages coming up today. Stage 1 is going to end at lap 60. Stage 2 will end at lap 120, and the checkered flag will end the race at lap 200 unless we go into NASCAR overtime. The race winner here will earn a berth in the NASCAR playoffs if they haven't already. Track length, as I said, 200 miles, pit road speed 55 miles per hour. We expect the teams to go about 43 to 48 laps on tires and fuel. And Kyle Larson is the defending race winner. Actually won the last 2 races in a row here at Michigan International Speedway. The all-time race record set back here in 1999 by Dale Jarrett. In a caution-free race, 173.997 miles per hour. We asked you earlier, log on to mrn.com/vote to let you know which manufacturer you thought was going to win today, and there you have it. Chevrolet picked up 57% of the votes. 29% of you thought Ford was going to go to Victory Lane here today, and just 14% of you think Toyota will go to Victory Lane.
Ain't no party like a Detroit party, 'cause a Detroit party don't stop. I said it ain't no party like a Detroit party, 'cause a Detroit.
As we salute the drivers as they are about ready to rock and roll for 400 miles here in the Pure Michigan 400. Let's make some noise for these drivers as they get ready to go to battle here in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Let's stay up on our feet as the front of the pack heads on down to turn one away from the green flag of the Pure Michigan 400. 400 miles of competition as they close in on the start-finish line. Green flag is in the air and we are racing in the Pure Michigan 400.
Michigan 400. Great jump by Brad Keselowski out in front of his teammate by a car length as they hit turn one.
Down the pit lane, he comes to a stop with his crew just past the start-finish line and put the right side of that machine in the air. We'll go ahead and change right side and then look at the tire change. Sunoco fuel, also an air pressure adjustment for his machine. Woody Kane.
Michael McDowell is in this team, has been improving week by week. 4 tires and fuel, a chassis adjustment. He is down and away. Winston?
Couple of the Penske cars, the affiliate of Brian Blaney and Joey Logano on pit road. Blaney pretty well happy with his car, just a little bit tight. Dale Earnhardt Jr. coming in. Joey Logano's on pit road, just a little bit loose in. 4 tires in fuel. Dale Earnhardt Jr. happy with his race car. Just kind of getting a feel for it here on lap number 42, Alex.
Kurt Busch pulling away out of his pit box after a 4 tire change with Sunoco fuel. Jimmy Johnson is in. Also, his other teammate, Casey Kane, both of them start at the back of the field. They're taking 4 fresh tires, 2 cans of Sunoco fuel. Both cars just a tad loose in their collision. Johnson and Larson nearly collided. As Larson comes to a stop, we go to Winston Kelly.
Auto racing, why Michigan? What was it about it that brought the two of you together?
Well, you know, this is where America's automobile love affair began. Southeast Michigan, Detroit, where they put Michigan and America on wheels. So it really makes sense that NASCAR racing is
Thank you. All right, we'll hope to see you many, many more times here. David Grant, Vice President of Travel Michigan. Find out more at michigan.org.
Eric Jones and Kyle Busch made their stop a couple of laps ago at Winston Kelly.
Yes, they did. They came in at the end of lap number 46.